Hey everybody, Unqualified Gamer here, and welcome to another episode of Nani Shorts. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about the AAA industry and the way how they release their games. This all stems from the recent release a few weeks ago of Saints Row and how the game it's released as a hot mess. There's plenty of examples of people who bought the game that the collision uh the collision in the game is horrible. The story's not really that great, and overall it's just unsatisfactory to just the overall franchise of the game, and the fact that it's a $60 game. But this this kind of like sparked up when reading a bunch of articles about this, that it's not surprising that these AAA developers that for these games are coming out with subpar or even broken games. Best example of that would be Cyberpunk. That's one of them. Of course, you got your Maddens, you got your Call of Duties. Battlefield is definitely one of them as well. I'm not saying that every game released is crap or is broken or anything like that, but it is quite alarming that you actually see some of these things. Like, you actually visually see the fact that some of these games aren't being released, as a actual full game. Um, but basically, what I'm saying, what this boils down to is, I'm going to pin this on us, the gamers, the consumers, the people who still buy the games day one. Uh, Listen, we know that some of these games come out buggy, and I understand the itch to play it right away as soon as it comes out, but it's not working. The fact that we still buying these games is not surprising, that they're coming out halfly made. And I know that's not the point from Saints Row perspective, because I mean the game is playable. It's just not a good game. Um, it's not a good game entirely. But there are games that are good, but they just come out extremely buggy, and then they get fixed over time. And yet we still buy it and we still complain, but yet we still buy it day one. And I have like a solution for that. One of the solutions from the consumer end is, don't buy the game day one. Please do not buy the game day one. It does no good. Even if you buy the game and then you have to resell the game, they still made their money. Do not buy the game day one. In fact, I mean, to be honest, I honestly don't see any point in buying. Uh, I'll even say pre-ordering games anymore. I see no point in it anymore. If you're saying that, oh, I need a pre-order for a physical copy of the game don't even have the full game on there. It's just something to unlock something. We are moving into the more digital age. Most people will download their games. And like I said, just be patient when it comes down to AAA titles, especially in the future, because we're telling these companies, AAA companies, we don't care if the game is incomplete. We're still going to give you our money. And if I'm that corporation, why would I want to push the game back or wait until the game is operational to release it if I know that people will still buy the game even when it's broken? See, that's us as a consumer, that we have the control. We have to vote with our wallets, vote with our money. So, like I said, I'm saying there are plenty of games out there for you to tide yourself over to the next greatest thing. And I understand streamers, which is, like I said, streamers, content creators. I mean, they're not the large majority of us. So you guys still do what you do as content creators, streamers. Showcase these games to people, and I'm glad that you do have the point of streamers and content creators showcasing some of these games for day one, and actually giving an actual review on these games, saying that these are bad games, they're not good games. And I'm glad that some of these people are doing this. But as the average consumer, though, we don't need to buy this game day one. We just need to wait, see how it is, and then dip, and then go into it. Now, from the AAA developer side or the company side, please, this is a plead from me, and hopefully there's some people out there that may agree with me on this. But stop overhyping the game. And what I mean by overhyping the game doesn't mean advertising the game. It's fine that you advertise the game. It's fine that you make us want to play your game or go out and buy your game. But don't sit there knowing the game is not fully finished and then set a release date. I am fine. Like, you know what? Nintendo has a lot of crap going on with them. And there's a lot of things that I'm just like, I'm gonna, break something over top of Nintendo's head when they do stuff. But there's certain things that I do agree with their methods. Prime example of that, pun intended as well, is the Metroid Prime 4 to be exact. They stated that yes, we're working on the game. No release date. No saying, oh, it's going to be released soon. It just says we're working on it. And I'm actually fine with that. We haven't heard anything from it, which is okay because I have no expectations. I have no expectations to say, oh, it's going to come out at the end of this year. Let me go ahead and no. It will come out when it's good and ready. And I know, like, there's a grace period. I will say this: there is a period where a game can, like, cannot be released, or you can't give us information on the game. Like, there's duration. The longer you wait, the more we'll forget about it. And then when it does drop, it's kind of like, ooh, it's a little too late now. It's a little too late. There's a balance. Like I said, there's a balance to everything. But I would say this, though. When it comes down to some of these games, such as like games like Saints Row, even Cyberpunk or something like that, it's the hypeness that came that came from that. And when you're like I said, as a consumer, it's like I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, I really wanted to play this game, and then day one drops, and then you hear that the game is extremely buggy. Some parts is extremely unplayable. They had to pull it down from the shelves. It doesn't leave a bad taste in our mouths. But it's just one of those things where it's more prominent than anything, and to the point where it's not surprising when you see games that were once great franchises but then turn out to be utter crap. And just the way how it is. I mean, hell, it's not just video games that are dealing with this; it's everything within the corporate sphere that is involved in this. But like I said, we're still in a gaming era, to the point where we still have a lot of games to play with different genres to play, and this is the reason why, like, this is the reason why I said, like, I think in the earlier video, I'm not sure if I've even talked about this yet, though, but this is the reason why I say that the console wars are dead. Do not participate in the console war, because you're only going to hinder yourself as a gamer for things that you can play. Trust me on this. On every platform, there is something to play. Indie games is not relegated to just 2D sprite games or classic reimaginings. Indie titles it ranges from a wide variety of games. Wait for sales. Try to complete the game that you already have. Do things that will help you not want to rush out and buy these unfinished games day one. Unless you're a content creator, or even if you're a soon to be content creator, then I can say go ahead, do what you got to do to try to get your views, or to try to do what you need to do to put out a actual legit good review of certain games or whatever. But overall, I'm just saying that the climate of AAA gaming, to me, is just not there. I there's games that I want to see, the games that I want to play, but I'm not in a rush to play them. I'm not in a rush to play anything that the AAA developers are dishing out, because I know that within the next few months there's going to be something where it's either going to be crap or they're going to drop the price on it. And you know what? I got plenty of games on my plate that I need to play. But let me go know what you guys think about this. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you again for watching the video to this extent. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, this is the Unqualified Gamer signing out. Peace.